morning, everybody. It is the 1st of November 2019 and it is 10:54 a.m. here in Coffs Harbour, New South Wales, Australia. Well, today is the 1st of November and it is also All Saints Day. This video is on the meaning and the history of All Saints Day. I always knew it was All Saints Day, but I never knew what it meant or the history of it. Even though I was raised a Catholic, maybe at school we did something, I don't remember, that's too far ago. I left school in 1973. I left primary school in 1969. So I do not remember if we're any taught about All Saints Day. So I thought, since yesterday was Halloween, today was All Saints Day, and I'm going to tell you the meaning and the history of All Saints Day. What do you reckon? And today I have with me little puppy I got last year at the Adelaide Doll Show. Didn't we? Yes, that's when Mummy picked you up. You got bed hair. And her name, Poppy, came from, I asked the artist what her kit name was. And she had a look and said the name's Poppy, the kit name. So, okay, I thought, yeah. So when I got back to my accommodation in Adelaide, I had to look at the back of her neck and the lady was wrong. It is actually Ruby. The kit name is Ruby, and I do not know who created the kit. I don't even know the Reborn artist name, the mummy name. So, sorry, the baby maker name. But that's okay. She's my Poppy. Got a bit of a messy hair, but you know what? Mummy's been lazy with not doing it. So as I said, today is the video on All Saints Day, November 1st, the history and meaning. If you don't want to watch this because it does concern religion, I'm not pushing religion onto you. I'm just doing a video on this. As I said in my last video yesterday about Halloween, I have got another video coming up in a few weeks, and that will also be not actually, I don't want to say because it's something that I want to do. I've never done for this. I don't want to say too much in case it comes on, gives a hint. So today, All Saints Day, November 1st, the meaning of the history. I've got it up on my computer, so I've got to read it from my computer. I was going to do record by a webcam, but the webcam is not very clear, so I just do it by my phone. Okay, here we are. The Bible doesn't teach us to pray to the saints, through the saints, or for saints. Rather, we remember the saints and to allow the testimony of their faith spur us on. All Saints Day is also known as All Hallows Day, or Hallow Mass. It is a Christian celebration in the honour of all saints from Christian history. So all those people from past who have died, and people have got together and they actually had declared them saints. This day is for them. I actually reading a bit something the other day is actually for, there are some saints who actually don't have a special day for them. So I thought that was day for all those who were not included, but this is all from all saints from the Christian history. Here we go. November 1st is All Saints Day. This is a ceremonial event in a day that we praise all the saints, known and unknown, because there's probably saints there that we don't know about. To honour All Saints Day, please join us in reading or saying this quick prayer. I won't say the prayer, or will I? As I said, this is a religious I'm not, as I said, I'm not forcing my religion onto you. I do not believe in forcing my religion onto anyone. I don't like when people come knocking on my door and forcing their religion. Are you probably wondering why I'm doing, this is a Reborn channel. Yes, I do Reborn videos, but I do other videos as well, which include Reborns. And in all my videos, there is a Reborn, no matter what the video is about. And yes, you know who will be coming up towards the end of it. If you're a regular watcher, you know who I'm talking about. So he'll be coming up soon. Actually, I will say the prayer. Dear God, praise you for giving us a glorious example of the saints. I aspire to meet their company, praising you forever in heaven. Please help me follow in their footsteps and yours, Jesus Christ. Please help me to submit myself to your call, seeking your order in all things, just as the saints did. Please help me to commit myself to your glory in the service of my neighbours. Amen. Okay, what is All Saints Day? As I said earlier, I'm getting this from Google. All Saints Day, also known as All Hallows Day or Hallow Mass, is a Christian celebration in honour of all the saints from Christian history. In the Western Christianity, it is observed on November the 1st by the Roman Catholic Church, the Methodist Church, the Lutheran Church, and other Protestant denominations. The Eastern Orthodox Church and associated Eastern Catholic churches observe All Saints Day on the first Sunday following the Pentecost. So All Saints Day is just not for Catholics, it's for other religions as well. The Christian festival of All Saints Days comes from a conviction that there is a spiritual connection between those in heaven and on earth. In Catholic tradition, the holiday honours all those who have passed on to the kingdom of heaven. It's a national holiday in numerous historical Catholic countries. When I remember in primary school, we used to have Saints' Days off. So we would have had this day off when we were going in primary school. We would have a holiday, which means we didn't go to school for that day. Where am I? In Methodist tradition, All Saints' Day relates to giving God earnest gratitude for the lives and deaths of his saints, remembering those who were well known and not. Additionally, individuals throughout Christian history are celebrated, such as Peter the Apostle and Charles Wellesley, as well as people who have personally guided one to faith in Jesus, such as one's relative or friend. I don't know who Charles Wellesley is. In addition to a weekly worship gathering, All Saints' Day annually reminds us of a connectedness as Christians. It is commemorated every November the 1st, which we know. Perhaps you were taught to think of saints as statues in church building, but the Bible teaches something completely different. Who is a saint? You are. That is, if you're a follower of Jesus. God calls a saint everyone who trusts in the Lord, trusts in Christ alone for salvation. This is all new to me. This part is about sainthood. Sainthood isn't given by a group of religious leaders. It is granted by God himself to any common salt of the earth person who simply trusts Christ. Words matter, and sowing confusion about good biblical words like saint is not from God. The gospel message that God the Son came to earth, lived a perfectly obedient life, died on the cross to pray for our sins, and rose again, proving its autonomy work was complete. Saints are those who give up the anti-faith alternative of trying to please God by their good deeds and instead trust Christ alone. Scripture says that the person of faith actually becomes the very righteousness of God. Now, All Saints Day relation to Halloween. This is why I did this video, because it is in relation to Halloween, and this is where it comes into it somehow. I haven't read this. Dressed as Dracula or as devils, neighbourhood children were happily trick or treating last night in the United States and some other countries. But would it surprise you that Halloween, by the name, started out as a holy Christmas celebration? Did you know that? Neither did I, till I just read this. So it's a Christian celebration, Halloween. And people going around just as ghouls, and it's... Hallow in Old English means holy or sacred. Therefore, Hallows Eve or Halloween simply means the evening of holy persons, and refers to the evening before All Saints Day, which is this date, November 1st, on both Anglican and Catholic calendars. Halloween is a mixture of Celtic religious ideas and Christian martyrology. Yes, so Halloween is actually a Christian thing. It's nothing to do with all the spooks and the goblins. Hallow means holy and sacred, therefore Hallows Eve. That's what Halloween is. It's leading up to All Saints Day. They've got a picture here of traditional Hallows. I might use that as my thumbnail. I did create a thumbnail, but I wonder if I can use that. Yeah, they won't know. Don't tell. Origin of All Saints Day. Now, this is where it I got the wrong teeth in this morning. Originated in the early years when the Roman Empire persecuted Christians. So many martyrs died for their faith that the church set aside special days to honour them. For example, in 607, Emperor Phocas, P-H-O-C-A-S, presented to the Pope the beautiful Roman Pantheon temple. The Pope removed statues of Jupiter and the pagan gods and consecrated the Pantheon to all saints who had died from Roman persecution in the first 300 years after Christ. Many bones were brought from other graves and placed and were rededicated. Parthenon Church. Since there are so many martyrs for each to be given a day, they were lumped together in one day. In the next century, All Saints' Day was changed by Pope Gregory III to today's date, November the 1st. People prepared for the celebration with a night of vigil on Hallows Eve, Halloween. Possibly because the strong handover influence of the Celtic, oh my God, I can't pronounce that word. It was in the Samhain festival, which many Christians in Ireland, Britain, Scotland, Wales had continued observe. So I didn't know this. I didn't know that Halloween was actually a Christian thing, a Christian festival. As you see that it's known as Hallows Eve, which is what the 1st November is. It's Hallow Day, Hallowmas Day. I think I'm getting all confused. So it's not about ghouls and goblins. It's amazing. In the 10th century, Abbot Odelia of the Cluny Monastery added the next day, November 2nd, as All Souls Day. I've heard of All Souls Day, to honour not just the martyrs, but all Christians who had died. I'll explain what a martyr is. A martyr is a person This is going back in the Roman times. There were many people, they were so devout to Christ that they would die. They would not renounce their faith. And when they did not renounce their faith, they were killed. And that's how they become martyrs. They died for their faith. Many people prayed for the dead, but many unchristian superstitions continued. People in Christian lands offered food to the dead, as it had been in pagan times. The superstitious also believed that on these 2 days, souls in purgatory would take form of witches, toads or demons and haunt persons who wronged them during their lifetime. As happens too often in church history, sacred festivals can observe so many pagan customs that they lose the significance of Christian holidays. Well, that's probably what it is. That's probably how Halloween came with the witches and the toads and the demons and all that, is because of All Souls Day, where the soul would take form of all these creatures. It's amazing what I'm learning here. Think of it positively. Who are your favourite heroes in Christian history? Can you think of any those examples have inspired you? Why not use All Saints' Day to think of and give thanks to many Christians from the past as you can remember, whether they are famous or not, especially if their lives and teaching contribute something to yours. My grandmother, she was a devout Catholic, church every Sunday, no meat on Friday the no meat on Friday comes in during Lent, which is 40 days before Easter. But she used to have no meat on Friday every Friday of the year. As I said, she was a devout church goer. It wasn't until she passed away in 2008. It was 1988 when she passed away that I was told that about 2 or 3 weeks before she passed away that the church would come to her home to give her Holy Communion. She was, because we were raised Catholic because of our father was Catholic. I think Mum was Church of England. Because I remember my second younger sister got married in the Church of England because she was getting married in the Catholic Church, but something happened. I can't remember what happened. Oh, I know what it is. The priest at the church was pushing religion onto her, and she did not want that. She just wanted to get married in the Catholic Church. And because he was pushing the religion onto her, even though she was raised a Catholic, she pulled out of getting married in the Catholic Church and went to the Church of England. And when Nana heard about this, she rang the Catholic Church, and she rang, and the priest turned up at my sister's doorstep to try and... I thought that was so wrong. That was so wrong of Nana. That was so wrong of the priest to try and push the religion onto her when he knows that she was raised in the Catholic Church. That was. I don't blame her from changing from the Catholic to the Church of England. You know, no matter you want to get married in a church, whatever that church be, because as the Catholics get married, they have. They must still have it. You have a pre-thing for marriage, and I've never been married, never been through that path, so that's what it is. I think that only happens if you're actually getting married in the church, and you got to go through that. I would tell you a story about my eldest niece. She decided not to get married in the church. She didn't want to get married in the church, so she had a place near Tweed Heads called Greenmount, up on the hill of the ocean. It was really beautiful. Then when she had her first child, was it a boy or a girl? I can't remember. I think it was a girl. I can't remember. I am so terrible. My great nephew, I think it was, when she had her first child, she wanted to get him baptized in the church, and the church said no because she wasn't married in the church. Which is really weird because I have got a brother, him and his partner, never married, and all their 4 kids were baptized in the Catholic Church. Now, it must be the priest's fault. I think I will not go into more how to celebrate All Saints' Day. I'm not quite sure. As I said, well, no, I won't do any more. So that's what All Saints is. I have learnt a bit on there about how Halloween was not like it is today. It was not about trick or treating. It was not about the ghouls, the goblins, and the witches. It was a Christian festival, and it's all turned in. It's because tomorrow, the 2nd of November, is All Souls Day, is where that comes from purgatory. That they believe the witches and that all come, the toads, whatever. I can't remember. My brain is there. Where are we? Where are we? As I said, surprised that Halloween, by the name, started as a holy Christian celebration. I didn't know that. I did not know that. I know Halloween is, as I said, All Hallows Eve, but which comes in today's Hallow Day. I think that's what it is. I'll go back up, and it is amazing. So we've got these people out there doing what they're doing, celebrating Halloween, and they don't really know that it's actually a Christian celebration. That is amazing. Saints' Day is All Hallows Day or Hallowmas. That's it. As you probably know, that Halloween was All Hallows Eve for some reason, and that is the reason, is because it's a Christian for Hallows Day, which is today. If you didn't like this video, it's okay to give a thumbs up. I'm not forcing my religion on. I'm just putting more out there of what the day is about, especially when we had Halloween. And since Halloween is connected to today, I thought I'd do 2 videos to combine them together. And yes, and that's it. So, have you learned something? I have. If you tell people that Halloween is actually a Christian celebration in honour of all the saints, that's what today is. And All Halloween Eve is just leading up to probably getting ready to celebrate Hallow Day, which is today. That's what, it's probably a bit like Christmas Eve. It's like another, it's not, that is going nowhere at all. Is a poppy? No, it's not going anywhere at all. You probably think I'm dressed in the same as yesterday. I've got my unicorn. I got me curtain. I tell you, today is Friday. And with this video, I'm doing something special. I'll see if you can, maybe I should do a giveaway. No, I won't. But I'm doing something special with this video. I will see if anybody will notice what I have done. I was going to do it with my last one, but I'd already created the video and I'd already done it. Actually, when I did that video, I forgot to put the music in the end, and I actually had to take out the last transition because how I do my last slide now, I had to take that out. So that's why there's no transition in the end. It goes just straight into the last top thing. But I forgot to put the music in. But this one, I'm adding something else to it. And it's going to be interesting to see. I've got to see how I can put it in. As I said, it's only, I've got a long time. I've got 12 hours to work it out. Haven't we? Yeah. Oh. Nothing happened today. It's a bit sunny outside. I am feeling good. I have a problem with my tummy. Oh, this is a long video. Bit heartburn. I actually don't know what has caused it off. I get the pain in the top of the stomach, a lot of wind, bowels playing up. I've noticed the last couple of days I haven't had any jelly. And I don't mean jelly which you put on your sandwiches. In Australia, jelly to us is a dessert. And I usually have a night time with peaches. But I haven't had it the last couple of nights, and maybe that is causing a bit of a heartburn, which is causing problems. So maybe I got to ease up on the jelly. What do you reckon? Yeah. So no jelly last night. What do you reckon? No more jelly? No more jelly? Yes, I am getting another baby. The one I told you yesterday, I missed out last week. I'm still watching it. I've looked around for others, but I haven't found any. I did find one. He was so cute, but he was a big baby. I didn't want a big baby like the 20-inch one. I wanted a smaller one. And the one I'm looking at on eBay, she is so cute. She's the one I asked for. I wanted a photo to see what her hair was like. I love her hair because she's only a preemie. She's a little one. Yeah. There was one the one I really liked was on the bigger boy. He was on Facebook, and she said she had got a girl, but the girl was, even though she was smaller, she was dearer. And I thought, no, I can't go that far. She was $360. I thought, no, I'm keeping I wasn't actually going to buy one. I thought, I don't want my new babies coming from Stephanie and Jackie, but that's okay. I know it will get here. Because, as you all know, she's busy at the moment. What's going on? I won't get into that. But as I do, Stephanie, if you do happen to watch it, you know that I do support you. And yes, my worms have been fed today. I fed them today. That's a joke. It's not accurate. It's something in Australia. I don't know if everyone does it, but around me do. If we're hungry, we say, oh I've got to go feed my worms. The worms are calling out for food, feed me, feed me. I think it's in relation to that, you know, you can get worms in your belly for some reason. You know, you got to take tablets to get rid of the worms. So that's just something we add into, not daily life, but I added into. And I've started doing it on, when Stephanie has her live videos, I said, I know my worms, I talk about my worms. I know yesterday, just before I got up late and I wanted to do the video for yesterday, and I just, when I had finished what I had to do, I went on and comments saying, I seen it coming up, but I was busy, and plus I had to go feed my worms. And she said, you and your worms. Then someone else commented today. What did they comment? They said a comment, you have worms? I'll go back on the YouTube while I'm here and we'll let you know what she said. And she actually changed what she said. You have pet worms? One person asked. I know, when Steffi said, you and your worms, I said, Jess, if I don't feed my worms, I will starve. And this person asks, you have pet worms? But it's not actually worms. It's just a saying. I know Australians have a lot of sayings about things, and it's just how we are. We just like to add that bit of thing into it. I like to add the worms. You keep adding the worms to it, you know. Because yesterday, I mean, I was really hungry because I was up late, and I realised before I do my videos I should wipe my nose, because that's what happened when if you got the red glass and you keep pushing them up, if you wipe the bridge of your nose, it'll actually stop your glasses from sliding, because you probably got a bit of oil on your skin and they slide down. That is how to stop them. There was something, if you get a bit of makeup and pop on it, and that's supposed to stop it, but it's just putting it in the right place. But I usually get a tissue. I will do it. You want to lay down for a while? Yeah. I will show you. So you get a tissue, and you just wipe around here. Of course, our skin has a lot of oil, and that will stop it from the glasses sliding down. And you can tell it does feel different, although I need new glasses. I need my eyes to be checked, don't I? I think it's time we brought your pet up, don't you? You think so? We should bring, he's got to go. Everybody looks out for him, don't they? Yeah. So Poppy will see you in another video, probably tomorrow. We know what Saturdays are, so that's for tomorrow. So everybody, we're going to... Yes, okay. I know 2 of you out there really love this guy. I nearly said it. And here he is! Hello! Hello, everybody! Yay! It's Garfield. I love Garfield. Yeah. Oh, you know, he is such a character, aren't you? As you know, Garfield is my mascot for my channel. If you look up in my banner, he's up in my banner with Alexa. Aren't you? You're the star of my channel. And you also, you look down in the, oh, I've got to think of this, in the corner, in the right corner, you'll see a little picture of him. Because if you click on that, it'll actually get you up to subscribe as well. All his little tricks I'm learning. And also, you've probably noticed the ends, I got links and different things. Well, it's something I've learned from videos on YouTube. Yeah, I have. Mummy's getting very good at doing this. Yes, yeah. So, everybody, I don't want it to be too long video. We're everywhere in this world. Oh, as it said, today is the 1st of November. Today is the start of the last month of spring. September. Yep, today is the last month of, I knew I put the wrong teeth in. The last month of spring. In Australia, our season start on the 1st, always the 1st of the month. I don't know how. Maybe it's because we're in the southern hemisphere. Usually in the northern hemisphere in America. Maybe that is why. I know when you start your different seasons, it's any day of the month, I think. Like, as I said, pinch and a punch the 1st of the month and no return. That's what we used to say at school. We used to pinch and a punch the 1st of the month and no return. Saying no return, they can't do it back to you. So wherever you are, if when you're watching this, go and do it when it's the 1st of the month. Go pinch and punch the 1st of the month and no return. Just hope no one pushes you back. There's another saying we're saying, how's your back, Jack? Haven't seen for ears and ears, but I still knows ya. Just these little things we used to do as kids. Some little insect flying around. So I should say goodbye. This is a little one. If you didn't like this video, that's okay. You can give it a thumbs down. there is a special video I'm doing in a few weeks. It's also to do with, not actually religion. It's not. It's something, I don't want to say too much because you know what it was. Yes, one day. I've got a few weeks to get that all fixed up. I know what I'm doing. I've got, maybe because I'm recognising that I am a Catholic. Whatever your religion is, you know, I expect you, because your religion is who you are. It is your standard, your morals. I know we've probably got the same morals. It's your belief in things. But things change. But I don't go to church. I went to church a few years ago because I needed some peace. I needed some peace in my life because they thought my cancer had come back. So I felt I needed some peace, so I went to church. And I was actually going to attend Mass the first time in years. And I lasted 10 minutes. And the reason was they were playing guitars in church. And for me, no, that is not where... For me, the church, going to Mass, is something solemn. It's nice and peaceful. It's something I wanted to go to reflect on stuff. If the cancer was back, would that be it? You know, but luckily that it wasn't back. So maybe just 10 minutes in church did it. I don't know. It just didn't come back, which I'm grateful for. Although there was a time when I wish there was not. So, but if I wasn't here, then I wouldn't have Garfield. I wouldn't have all my babies. I wouldn't have my beautiful subscribers, especially to you out there who, you know what that looks like to me? I don't know, a dead spider upside down or something. Yeah. Yeah, to you, especially to my beautiful subscribers, to those who actually do take the other to comment. I do appreciate all your comments, especially the ones on mental health videos I had. So, I have been thinking of doing a giveaway once I get to 500. I'm not quite sure what, but I'm thinking about it. I'll think about it when it gets closer. To my new subscriber, who I got overnight, thank you for joining my crazy channel. Welcome. Garfield says welcome. Don't you, Garfield? Yeah. Oh, see, he says hello. Hello to my subscribers. Where are they? Where are they? Oh, there they are. Yay! Fun. Want to bring peace in the community. Love of our reborns. We all got to stand together, whatever's going on. Keep the faith in whatever you're doing, don't we? And Stephanie and Jackie, if you do watch, you know that I support you. Me and my babies and my putty tat and my worms, we all support you. You do what's right for you. So the truth will prevail, won't it, babies? Yeah, the truth will prevail. Yeah. So everybody, bye-bye and have a good day, mate. Bye.